Hey guys! I'm probably way close to the camera. Okay. Okay, hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna do my update for the We All Looked Up read along. Yeah, that Sheila and I are hosting. So it started on the 18th and it's going to the 22nd, not to the 22nd, to the 2nd of May, and I'm really excited about it. I'm slacking a lot. I'm only in chapter 2 right now, but it's gonna be so much fun. I'm really excited. I think I said that already, but anyways, we're gonna do some sort of video, hopefully on the 2nd, that kind of talks about like what we thought about the book and everything. And if you didn't know about this, which you probably didn't because I'm not doing a very good job of publicizing it outside of Tumblr, then you have a week to join in and read with us. So that'll be fun. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And it's over here, by the way. So, cover, first of all, gorgeous, of course. Okay, so like I said, I'm only in chapter 2 because I've been slacking a lot. I've been trying to focus on studying, so I'm a little out of things. But hopefully I'm going to get a better balance going on. There's nothing really under it. I mean, this side is cool. The spine. I said the side, guys. I'm kind of angry at myself for that. The inner flap is really cool. The typography looks really cool. And like, like the parts and how it's separated out by like parts and then by chapters. And so the parts have like their own like cover page, I guess. And I think it's charting the progress of the asteroid, which is really, really cool. But I'm not going to sneak ahead and look at the other ones because I really don't like spoiling myself on any factor of the book, except for how long it is, because I always sneak a peek at the page count. I don't know why. But the center of the premise of this book is that there's 4 high school seniors, and they've kind of, you know, up to now, till now, been thinking about, like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Like, how am I going to do things? What's my job going to be? Where am I going to college? And, you know, those kind of big life questions that you start asking yourself way too early. But they're still thinking about them as high school seniors. And then they get the news, like, the whole world gets the news that there's an asteroid hurtling towards the planet, and they have, like, 6 weeks left because there's, like, a 2 out of 3 chance that it's gonna hit the planet and like destroy everything. And so what am I gonna do with the rest of my life turns into what am I gonna do for the next 6 weeks before I probably die, which is kind of morbid, but it's also like it's supposed to be like a self-discovery story. And I've heard it's a lot like The Breakfast Club, which I really, really love, so I'm really, really excited about this, and it's gonna be really, really awesome. And I'm really enjoying it so far. We've been introduced to Peter and Eliza, and Peter is a basketball player who has been thinking about, like, I want to be a professional basketball player, that kind of thing. And then Eliza is known for her photography, and she always takes black and white photos, which I think is really interesting. As a photographer personally, I like her kind of view on those things, even though I don't really agree with her, but I like her kind of kind of outlook on color and photography. And yeah, I've actually been annotating this book. After I watched Ariel Bissett's video on annotating books, I was like, hey, that's cool. I like that idea. Let's do it. And it really changed my outlook on, like, no touching books. Except for reading them, don't touch them with anything else. Like, no writing utensils, don't throw them on the ground, you know, that kind of thing. But I watched your video and I was like, hey, I like the way you're looking at things now. I like your argument for annotating books, and I'm gonna start annotating my books too. So I've like underlined a couple of things, like I wrote like notes in there. I don't know if you can see them. One thing I underlined or bracketed, sort of highlighted a quote that I'd like to read to you guys. This is from Peter's chapter, and like I said, Peter wants to be a basketball star, and one of his teachers they were talking about the Pyrrhic victory. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's going to be Pyrrhic victory, and the basis of that, from what I've gathered, is that it's kind of like, in the end, you won overall, but you didn't really win. So it's going to be like, I'm going to relate this to school because I've been really school-oriented lately. We're learning about the Vietnam War in U.S. history because I'm from the U.S. And one of the big battles in the war was the Tet Offensive. And basically the way it ended was that overall America won, but the Viet Cong won the psychological side of things. And so since American actually won, but they didn't like really win because of other reasons. So that's kind of what I've gathered is like the Pyrrhic victory. And so a teacher asked Peter, like, what have you done with your life if you just played a game the whole time? Like, did you really win? Did you really do what you want to do? And he's been thinking a lot about that. So he goes to the teacher to kind of talk to the teacher and ask, you know, what exactly did you mean by this? You've got me questioning like my entire lifestyle. You said one sentence and you're kind of screwed up my whole brain function kind of thing. And so the guy starts talking about what makes a book a really, really good book. And I'm just going to read the quote to you guys that really stood out to me. And Peter says, I don't really read that much outside of homework, I mean. And the teacher goes, then I'll tell you, the best books, they don't talk about things you've never thought about before. They talk about things you'd always thought about, but you didn't think that anyone else had thought about. You read them and suddenly you're a little bit less alone in the world. You're part of this cosmic community of people who've thought about this thing, whatever it happens to be. I think that's what happened to you today. This fear of squandering your future was already on your mind. I just underlined it for you. And so there's been a lot of really, really poetic quotes to me in here like that one, and I'm literally only 16 pages into it, so this one's going to be really great. I'm really, really excited. There's one other thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, and it is a cool printable that I found on Tumblr. Like I mentioned, I've been a lot more study-oriented lately, and I've discovered the study side of Tumblr, which I believe is called Studyblr, but I can't exactly pronounce it correctly. Maybe that was right, maybe that was wrong, I don't know. But I found a lot of cool study inspiration blogs, and one of them is The Organized Student. She's quite popular. I cannot remember her name. I'm sorry. I will link her blog down below, especially if you guys are looking for something like study motivation, which I have been looking for recently because I really want to really focus on my studies. I've also started my own study motivation blog, which I will also link down below if you guys would like to go follow me. I'm called I'm Actually Hermione Granger, and I had to reference that. There was no possibility that I couldn't. But the point of this was that The Organized Student makes some really cool printables like weekly planners, monthly planners, daily planners, a lot of planners. But the one thing that stood out to me that I wanted to show to you guys is she makes a library book tracker, which I have a copy of. And it looks like this, and it's nice typography and everything, really pretty. And it has a section for the title, the author, the date you checked it out, and then the due date. And I've already started filling one of these out. It's over here in this section. I don't think you can see it. And it's really helpful for keeping like things organized and like knowing, hey, look, you've got this book due in like a week. You better read it. So yeah, I just thought some of you guys might want to know about this because I know I was really excited to see it because I really needed something like this. And maybe you guys keep track of this kind of thing on the computer, but I really like writing things down. So I did. And just let you guys know about it. If you go to the Organized Student's blog, there will be a link for all of her printables, and you can just click on that and you'll find this and, like I mentioned, monthly planners, weekly planners, that kind of thing. Really useful for getting organized. Alright, so that's all I was talking about today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up or click that subscribe button down below. You can find all my videos on my channel with quite large gaps in between them because I'm lazy. But like I said, I will link everything I mentioned along with my social media links down below for you guys to go check out. And if you are interested in joining in the read-along or have already read the books and would like to share the book and would like to share some of your thoughts on it, no spoilers please, just comment down below and let me know about it. And if you're gonna join us for our possible live show or just book talk, join book talk with Sheila, who is that Sheila on YouTube. I don't believe she's posted anything for a while. Also, we've started a gaming channel. It's called Home of the Wizards. I'll link it down below. You can go check that out. But yeah, until next time, keep reading.